Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome to Tuesday 10. This is my series where I try to use up 10 things from a big basket of random stuff that I keep on the back of my desk. This could be magazine and book pages and packaging and what have you. So today's 10 things, this is a magazine page. It's art by Jacques Payet from an old art magazine. I have this cut up piece of a 1970s yearbook. I have a couple pages from a Beatrix Potter book, another page from an old yearbook, this picture of different pieces of furniture, this large gardening book of some Queen Anne's lace and a tree on the back, or maybe that's more Queen Anne's lace from underneath, yeah. I have this torn picture of a bird, I have a plastic bag, and I have this acetate package. So yeah, it's a little bit of a challenging day. I will not lie that I'm feeling slightly daunted by this whole process, but we will see what happens. So I find that what happens often, I'll apologize for two things today. The hoarseness of my voice. I just think I was out in a lot of dampness yesterday and it just made me a little bit like, I don't know, scratchy or something. And also the blueness of my fingers because I've been dyeing cabbage dye paper this week and it's just, I always forget to put gloves on. So I think I'm going to try to tackle these two together first. And that will deal with one of these plastic packages that I have. So first, let's see, are we able to get this off? It actually doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter. We'll use this as the good side. So, okay, so this bag is structurally sound. That's good. So what I want to do, I think, is just, I'm going to tear this piece of paper as our background here, ever so slightly smaller than this, so about there. Okay. Okay, so right like that, I think. Alrighty, so what I want to do now is take a little break. I'm going to stitch around these four corners so that I have this image trapped inside of this bag. Okay, so my apologies for the glare that will definitely be happening as a result of using packaging, but I'm happy that I can use up packaging. Okay. Alrighty, so now I need to cover the back with some kind of writing paper, and I do have some black walnut dyed paper. Whoops. So I'm just going to glue this on the back. Okay. I'll probably add another layer of stitches around the edge of this to keep this down. I did not even realize that there was an image on the back of this. Okie dokie. Let's try this again. You know what I'm going to do, I think, is just collage with the remainder of the paper. Every now and then I have like a print job that goes awry on my printer, so I try to like recycle that paper, and I didn't even realize that this was one of those pages. That's okay though, we can just do a little fix-up job here. It's fine. Okay. It actually kind of gives it a nice little border, so I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, okay. So now we have this nice background, and I might use something else from my stash of things I need to use for the foreground. It could be this girl, this poor forlorn girl. She'd be kind of cool on there with that background, or we could use the bird. I kind of like her though. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I want to make the front of this like another pocket maybe. And I might even, okay, I think what I want to do, I've got this is like one of those old pages from a photo album. I think I'm going to put this image on there. I'm going to glue around her here in the back, because this vintage photo album no longer has any stickiness to it, although I wouldn't have trusted it to begin with. But okay, let's just glue her onto this. I wonder if we do something with this. I think that's kind of enough. I was thinking of maybe like doing the same with this, like adding it to a piece of that photo album and like making it maybe a part of her hair, but I kind of like where her head is seated here, right in the center of the Queen Anne's lace. So I'm just going to hold it where it is, trim the excess off here. Yeah, and that should be good. So now I will attach her with some Fabri-Tac because I'm gluing to plastic or acetate. So just push that down. Okay. And I'm wondering if I don't have some kind of word snippet goodness that I could add to this as well. That could be nice, the looking glass. A garden and lighted windows. Became almost a perfect hermit. We could make her a hermit. The tenderest heart in the world. That could be kind of, you know, good too, because that might be why she seems a little bit like she's distressed, or not necessarily distressed, but pensive. With leaves of silver and fruit of gold, the tenderest heart in the world. And her dress is golden, and these are kind of silvery. Yay, let's do that. Right, let's put all these snippets back here that we're not using. Alrighty. gotta get all the air out of my glue bottle here. There we go. Just put that down for a second and do the other one. If it will let me go. It will not. Okay. Change of plans. Deal with it right now. Okay. Now we will just allow that to dry for a bit. Then I'm definitely going to stitch around the edge one more time to border this and to just secure the edge of her. That will be a pocket. And I'm tempted to honestly like use some of this maybe, the back. Let's see what this would look like. It has like a journal card inside of here. Yeah, and then you would like pull it out and you'll see her story. Okay. So we need to back this with some paper. Okay. And then I think I'll just evenly trim around this, and I will also stitch around the edge of that when it's time. We'll do that toward the end of the video, and I'll just keep going along here. Okay. Let's pop that in here. We'll set it aside to dry. Okay. Next things here. This is the one that's making me the most nervous right now about what I'm going to do with it, which is why I probably should just deal with it. Okay. So we've got two relatively useful pieces of acetate. I could also just bend this down and I could stitch right here and we could trap some florals in there. Oh, I like that idea. Okay. I need to see where my stuff is, but first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the stitching, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just stitched like a U shape here, kind of. The bottom of this I'm not going to use because it's got like stickers and such. So I'm going to leave a little border all around here. Trim those off. Now I don't think I need this flap. I'm not going to use it for anything. So we'll just trim that off too. Okay. Now I've got this big bag of things over here from nature, like this, birch bark. Let me grab a smaller piece that I know is going to fit. And just cut it with my scissors here. So we have this. We could stick that in as a bit of a background. Maybe put it off to like the side a little bit. Okay. And I have some cedar. This is how my table is always a mess. Well, this and about 100 other reasons, but that's okay. We're just going to trap them in there too because they're nice and flat. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me here. Okay. I just have this huge paper bag of things that I am digging through to try to find what would be nice in here. I think I want this leaf. And I also have these ghost leaves. I love these little ghosty leaf shells here. I pick these up in the fall, and it's always really fun to play with them. Right, I'm going to try to bend this a little so that I can fit the ghost leaf, which is super delicate, in front of the other leaf. Then I was thinking a few of these dried hydrangea might be kind of cool. One there. Okay. Nobody said this was going to be easy. Alright, and then maybe, I don't know if we want like put a curl of like the white birch bark in there too. Okay. And then I have a little bit of eucalyptus leaf. But I can probably sneak past some of this to shove it down. There, okay, so that's like what you're going to try to do is just get kind of a nice looking bunch of stuff. Now, okay, let's get all these elements out of here. Maybe a little piece of this sycamore bark, because I just love it so much, but it's kind of, might be a little thick actually for this. Yeah, we'll move on from that. That's more of a outside of a journal sort of thing. All right, now let's get all the organic crumbles out of here. Then I have these jumbo glitter bits, which I think would make nice accents. I do not love using this kind of stuff though. I can attest to it being so messy. I always spill it. Okay, that's enough. I'm not a huge supporter of glitter, but as long as I can contain it and use 100% of it, then I'm okay. Or if it's like biodegradable, then I'm also okay. All right, so we have all this stuff in here. Now, the logical thing to do, we're going to close it up. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I have stitched, and I did an extra row of stitches around this just to make it very like proof of not letting any of this glitter out, right? We don't want any of that. So it's all trapped in there. Now, this could be done, but I think I want to cover the back with some paper to just make it like writing space. And I have this nice speckly kind of, or dotted paper that's from my scraps of my black walnut dyeing, because the paper itself actually got torn. So that would be a nice background, and I think I will just tear a piece off and stick it to that glue. So be a little bit smaller there too, about here I think, to about there. Okay, just stick that to the back. Let's pick it up and put it in position. Get the extra glue glob off. Just kind of give it a nice press on the back. I don't think it will need any more stitching. That's going to adhere really nicely. Yeah. Okay, so that's like a shaker journaling card basically. So hopefully you can see it without all the glare, but it's quite nice. I'm really happy with that. Okay, what's next? Oh, I think maybe this furniture. So, what am I thinking with this? Alright, these are the two pieces that I want to use. Then, getting a little inspired by all this scrap brown paper here. I need like a square. I'm just thinking. So if this were like a journal pocket, we'll do like the Rita Donnelly flip style journal pocket. I need some florals. Okay, hold on. Okay, I just grabbed my wildflowers book. So cut this out too. And I'm thinking in the mindset of using things up that I want to use up all of this brown scrap. So I know what that's going to be. And I know that this can be a pocket, I think. Pocket, pocket. Tuck spot. Scrap, scrap. And more scrap, I think. Then this long piece, I think we could probably make like a pocket with that, like a little tuck spot kind of pocket. Okay. So we're going to treat this like a series, kind of, okay? So what do I want to do? Do I want this to stay folded down and then I would just glue it? Maybe yes. Okay, let's do that. These ones, though, I don't. I want to make them a little more solid, so I want the paper to get glued together because they're going to be like little tuck spots. And I have no idea why this architectural style kind of black and white furniture, it's just telling me it wants to be like with florals. I don't know why, but it just what it wants. Okay. So if I cut this one in half, it can go on here. This one can go in here. Actually, I think I have another piece of this. Look at this. Yeah, okay. This one's going to go on here and the excess will get cut off. And then I can use another piece of this. Look at me going even further than Tuesday 10. All right. I'm just going to cut the legs off this. It doesn't need to be like specifically the furniture that it started out as. So this is going to go here like that. Now, I need some florals. I'm thinking pinks will be nice. Those. Field guide. Yay for field guides. Okay. So I just want to kind of roughly tear some florals out here. That will kind of go there. And then also over here. Sorry for the stitch there, I had to change batteries, as I always do with Tuesday 10. Okay, so that one will go there. Be one here. And then one peeking out here. Okay, these pinks. Okay, this is essentially what I'm looking for. Okay, now we gotta make this all happen. So I gotta tear around this one. And I need my glue book. Yeah, today's just a stay home kind of day for me. I'm just kind of trying to get through making a few videos, and we had a very busy day yesterday. We went on a road trip, we did a little thrifting, we did some playing at the park. Yeah, it's been a bit wild, and then today it was snowing a little, and so I'll probably go for a walk later on, but I'm hoping to just finish up work, and I have some orders to pack up. All right, now this one. Okay. Set those aside. This is one of those projects where I feel like everyone's watching me and kind of giving me a side eye, like, this is not going to come together. I get it. I also love when I get those kind of comments. It's very funny, like, I was watching and I wasn't sure about this, but then the important part is that it does eventually come together, hopefully. I mean, I don't expect a perfect record, but on the most part, hopefully what we are doing and what we're making will be useful ephemera. So far for me it is. I find I make a lot of things I really like on Tuesday 10, so that's why I've kind of kept it up. Plus also, like, it does help me use things up, and sometimes I think it's kind of fun to like work under pressure to just like, you know, I have a few goals with these videos. One, like, get it done, because otherwise the video is going to take forever, and I don't want it to be too long. But okay, so this is basically what I want to do. Then I have a few more things I want to do. Oops. Open this up. Just trim off all the excess here. All this excess paper. Okay. I do have to go grocery shopping today, and I'm not looking forward to it. Because I feel like going into the grocery store is like going into the Thunderdome now. With all these people not wearing masks, it's so stressful for me. Because I am a safety scout in my own right, I guess. Alright, so now I just want to ink everything up a little bit. Okay. Alright, so this is just going to go and sit to the side, and I'm going to do stitching on it at the very end. And that will, I think, bring it together. So let's move on. These will get finished when we get to the end, okay? So now we have, let's go with these pages. Now, I kind of have a plan for these, like not a really super good plan, but a plan. I have these that I'm trying to use up. They're old pages from a photo album. And I've got the acetates, but that's going to happen on another day. For now, what I want to do is cut out some fun, like, shapes of the pictures here. Okay. That'll be one, and then I'll take this one. I'm going to actually leave all the names on this one. This is another thing that helps me make ephemera, is looking at things like they're sets. So like this is a set of ephemera pieces. Okay. So we'll go with the small ones here first. Now what I want to do is I want to leave a bit of space at the top and around, and I will show you why in just a moment. So we're going to glue these on. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I want to use these holes. So imagine, like, you know, we're making like a tag, and instead of having to use an eyelet, I've already got this nice strong hole that was made by the photo album manufacturer, who was just thinking of me. It's another way to use things up. If you ever buy like a photo album for, you know, another reason, like you want the acetate, or you want the cover of the photo album, or what have you, this is another way to use up those other bits, right? Those pages. Now these don't have any stickiness left on them, but if they did, you could just put some baby powder, the cornstarch baby powder, not the talc stuff, because that's dangerous. Don't use it. Okay, now I'm going to cut up here. And I'm trying to decide if it's going to bother me that the hole's not in the center on this one. Oh, I don't think so. You know why? I think I'm going to change the dynamic of it a little bit anyways. I'm doing a couple things. So I'm going to trim the bottom down a little, and then I'm going to put holes in the corners here. Then I'm going to be stitching around these. Then after stitching, I'm going to ink them and then back the back with some journaling paper. So for now, this is finished. But then in the end, you will see how it all comes together. Hopefully. Okay. And you could definitely use like a paper cutter if you were really nerve-wracked about getting straight lines here. Okay, that's that one. Let's grab another one of these. I had no idea these would be so awesomely useful, but they really are. Oops. Okay. Round up these ones too. I'm also looking at that first piece that I made over here and thinking I want to add some lace to the bottom of it. I'll do that on the sewing machine, but don't be surprised when you see it. I'm just looking at it thinking it would be nice with this at the bottom. Okay, those are done. So now we have our bird and these little ones. Let's do the bird last. The bird is sort of whatever. Now I just want to keep these simple. I think this is a nice little journaling space. And the back also is. So you know what? I feel like this is just on its own a cute piece of just tuck in ephemera. I might ink around it. I'm not even going to bother cleaning up the edges of that torn side because I like that. So I'm just going to ink up the edge. And this is just like one of those nice little freebie book pages that is great ephemera. All on its own. Okay, done. Now this one, I think what I'll do is just kind of decide which side I like. I like this side the most, I think. You know, it'd be really cute, I think, is to cut it out and back it and put an eyelet through it, maybe even emboss it. So let me go ahead and cut out the picture. I mean, I really could also just have backed it and made it into a journal card. But let's try to do something a little more interesting. And actually, I'll put it on this same photo album paper. It's nice and thick. Okay. I don't know if I need to back that probably with something. let's give that another try. There we go. Okay. So I'm just digging for an eyelet if you're wondering what the heck this. My 3/6 hole here. There we go. And pop in the eyelet. I need to stand up to see this eyelet better here. Sometimes eyelets really don't want to like squish down, and some are better than others. There we go. Okay, so that is cute. I'm just going to add a little more ink to the edge here. All right, I like that. I don't even have to emboss it. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now what we have left is this bird. Okay, you know what I feel like doing with this bird? I want to make something with a nice old book page. So, I have something stiff here. I do, okay. Some kind of stiff paper right here. It's going to tear it down a little smaller. There we go. Then, I think I just want to cover it in glue. And book page. Okay. All right, that's fine. Now I'm going to trim the edges. Right, now I want to stitch some lines across this, so I will be right back. Okay, so I stitched across this back and forth and just created some like natural lines. Those are going to be the best on the back as like writing lines. So I'm just going to ink up the back here. Okay. And I think I want to use some wildflowers here as well. This up here. And the object here, the objective was to use up this bird. So, yeah, I think add some color to this because it's very stark on that old book page. Okay. Bird. All right, so now I think we just need maybe some kind of ribbon or lace on this. And I'm thinking like a nice light green. This would be a nice highlight up here. So I will attach that with the sewing machine. Okay, so let me do all my stitching and then I will come back and I'll show everything to you finished. Okay, everything has been stitched and we are done. So pieces 1 and 2, I added a little bit of gilding wax around the edges, just because it says with leaves of silver and fruit of gold, the tenderest heart in the world. So that just pops in there. So 2. Number 3 is our fun shaker nature kind of journal card. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, we have this little set here. So these are 2 little tuck spots. And then this is sort of a flippy pocket, so you could glue like this and have more writing space where you could flip that down. And then this is like a Rita Donnelly style pocket, so you would glue back here, behind there basically, so you could tuck something in there and have more writing space. Then these I kind of had fun with. So these ones I stitched and inked around, rounded the corners. These ones I was thinking about the yellow of a ruler, so I went over with some sunshine yellow and then added these big oblong gold eyelets. And then this one, it ended up kind of changing themes a little bit because I felt like I wanted to put something here. Buttercups at the edge of a pond, and I felt like this is like a little ground bird. And then I added a little yellow here to kind of signify the buttercups. And then these 2, which are just fun little simple bits. So there is Tuesday 10. So what did we do? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces today. So whew, we did it. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next Tuesday 10 or hopefully even sooner. Have a great day. Bye for now.